every day goes by so fast, and every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
I never want to make compromises when I play. I need every FPS I can take to perform at my peak. For myself, for my team, as well as for my viewers. Streaming always used to present me with a choice, either FPS or stream quality. I no longer have to make that decision thanks to AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors. Now my viewers get to see my gameplay smoothly. Ever since joining the team in 2018, AMD's partnership with Fnatic has given us the latest computer tech to help our performance. 3rd generation Ryzen is now the pinnacle of multi-threaded processor performance, and it's a big step up from everything else I've used before. AMD have listened to our feedback to make sure they make the best products possible so that we can simultaneously play as well as stream at the best setting. That's why I use AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenges series, powered by JBL Quantum Gaming headsets and AMD. It is the second half of day 11, the quarterfinals. My name is Apollonia. I'll be your host and caster for this match. And joining me, you already know he's back at it again, is caster and analyst Rex Dreams. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Apollonia. I'm doing great.
All right, we have Team Villianous versus AtmosFear coming up. And remember, it is a double elimination. The winning team will move on to the semis in the winners bracket, and the losers will go down to the losers bracket, but they still have a chance in this competition to stay up to the grand finals. 1.5 lakh prize pool. It is up for grabs. These teams, they definitely want it. Now let's move into the map screen and look at what maps will be played today through the map veto process.
So we will be going to Ascent for the first map, then we'll go to Bind and Haven if required based on how the first two maps go. Let's talk about the first map at hand. That is going to be Ascent. It actually has been picked by AtmosFear, and they will begin this map on the attacking side while Villianous will defend. So talking about Ascent, we saw it earlier today where Velocity Gaming completely stomped Rad Syndicate on it, despite a lot of people, despite us knowing that Syndicate are quite comfortable on the map. So Ascent now is going to be an extremely interesting map because we've seen Team Villianous play it before. They played it in their last game against HM1 where they won 16-14. But now let's get right into the game. Taking a look at the agent compositions, Cruiser sticking to the Sova. This is the exact combination we saw coming from them into the last one. There's no changes. Bullseye sticking on his Raze, Rex on the Cypher,
On
Cruiser,
the
the
areas.
Sova, and Gorang. So one player I'm really excited to see from Villianous is obviously going to be Gorang, who's running the Brimstone as he does on Ascent, because he had a really good showing in the previous map and in the previous time they played Ascent, and he was the MVP for that. But looking at AtmosFear, really interesting comp. We're going to see a Sageless comp coming out on Ascent this time. They've opted for a double duelist, but just in the starting, Inferno is going to get tagged down to extremely low HP. He's able to heal up, and looks like they have gone for a spread out attack, a default strat on Ascent to, take mid control, lurk out towards A main, and B main to get early picks. But Bacon's making his way towards the A shot position. Gorong still jiggling around that angle. Cruiser God's actually, he's holding mid himself. He's looking to rotate, but nope, that's not going to happen as Bullseye is going to make his way to the B side and still holding B. Look at this, the flash is going to come at any moment and the execute will come in towards the A side. And just as I say that, the dash comes through. They do push in. Rex does spot someone on his through his tripwires. Does get Bacon. Bones will trade him back. It's a 4v4 situation. Cruiser pushing the smoke, trying to get something through. Bullseye using his utilities, trying to get an early round pick. Will be able to secure a kill with his grenades. Now it's now a 4v3 situation. Just as that, Gorang gets another. Crosser will get another one as well. They're looking for Relic, who's the lone man standing towards a shot. Ooh, I don't think they know where he is. Pulls across Relic. There you go. There's one for him. Gorang gets him down. A comfortable round coming in for Team Villianous. 3 men surviving as they win the first pistol round on Ascent.
Alright, coming in heavy there. The defenders did manage to get the retake, and ultimately what you should be doing, winning the pistol rounds ultimately sets the pace for you, the momentum. You do get the upper hand, knowing that the second round, by rule of thumb, will be an equal. So, up to Team Villianous, off to a good start. And basically coming this far into the tournament, it's all about your mental. It's all about putting team strategy into play because
Revealing
opponents
area.
are not easy. They've all been knocked out. And remember, if you want to sign up for the next tournament, you can. CV2 is open for registration. Link is in the description. And back to the match, Gorang, Cruiser pick up a kill for themselves. And Cruiser with double. Should be a simple round for Team Villianous, as it is anything for AtmosFear.
The shock that does connect on Relic, who gets one with the bursting classic bullseye, will get him out in an instant. Bones lurking towards the aim in position, does rattle off the shots and will be able to secure the kill onto the Sova. Does pick up the Spectre, but he's down to 22 HP and bullseye is lurking right next to him. Does he know that Jaguar has pushed up in T-spawn? He does look for it and will get taken down by Jaguar, who lands his headshot with the Spectre. Again, 3 men surviving for Villianous as they come into the first buy round. This is the first round where we will see, you know, proper weaponry. We'll see the Phantoms and the Vandals coming out for AtmosFear and on Team Villianous, given that they lost 2 members into this round. How do you think this round's going to go, Apollonia? Do you think, you know, we'll follow the same trend with Villianous extending the lead, or will the AtmosFear boys answer back?
Well, it is a buy round. And looking at both the team compositions, AtmosFear, they are running 2 duelists and an initiator. I would think that they have the tools to take over a site.
I have the spike.
Team Villianous, however, winning those 2 rounds might just put their
Revealing area.
momentum in a better place compared to AtmosFear. So we'll see how it pans out.
Relic actually making use of that Cypher Cam in the early round to get the sting, to get the dart onto Bullseye, but Bacon's gonna get tracked by the Sova drone right now. He's gonna hide over here, looking to aggress towards the aim main, towards the mid-market position, but he does have Gorang, who's holding the passive angle. The smoke will come in towards the pizza, which will allow Bacon to walk in a little bit more. Bones and Relic are looking to aggress the B main situation. Uses the cages to block off the mid-market position. Bones does use his smokes. Will try to rattle some bullets in. Does not connect on anything. Ooh, but look at this position coming in from Bacon. He gets the kill onto Jaguar. That's gonna be the B-side pinch coming at any moment. Inferno gets Gorang as well. That's leave Bullseye on the side. Lands the first shot with the operator. Does he land the second? Yes, he does. Cruiser gets 2. Bullseye, the lone man on this side. He does know where Bones is. He's very low as well. It's a 1v3 situation for Bones in this round. Still lurking inside the B side, looking to see what he can do with this round. The spike's not with him. He's gonna walk right into Cruiser. Cruiser and Bullseye. Lock it down. Cruiser with 3 and Bullseye with 2.
Alright, 2-man defense. Just picking up multiple kills there, but Bullseye with this op, so comfortable with this weapon. And the Omen tried to clutch that one, but it's a bit much to ask for, considering that AtmosFear was taken down in a split second. Now AtmosFear here, using this 3rd round and moving on to the 4th, that is detrimental to the economy, and you can see it is another eco for the attackers in Team Villianous. They are flourishing, they have wealth. Cruiser God takes down Bones, to be expected. But will AtmosFear be able to at least get a few pickoffs? Might be helpful, but Inferno! There's Jaguar with the double kill. Flash doesn't quite connect onto that Sage. Unfortunate. Just a case of bad timing, I would say. Last 2 members. Crosshair. The Bacon. And that's Jaguar. But he does not get the 4th kill. Crosshair picks him off on that Sheriff. And he gets taken down by Gorang. So 4 rounds in the lead. Team Villianous coming up strong on this map pick Ascent, when I believe AtmosFear were the ones who picked this one.
Yes, definitely interesting to see why AtmosFear would pick to go on this map, despite knowing that we have seen Villianous play on this and we saw how they played. So I'm guessing there's some sort of anti-stacking they've planned, but let's take a quick look at the scoreboard in this, given the fact that we've just finished the first 4 rounds. Ooh, look at this. There's going to be a double operator setup coming in. Crosshair and Bacon picking up an operator for themselves, but Bullseye is the only one who's using the operator with this for the team for this half. Till now is what we've seen. The race net comes out towards the top mid position. Boombot to clear out any aggression coming in from the attackers, but will be met with nothing. The Sova drone might have spotted Bones, I'm not sure because the timer just went off. The smokes from Gorang to buy some more time for the attackers as well. For the defenders, excuse me. They were going for a two-man split, but towards the mid-market position, but now they swapped over and uh, sent out Gorang towards who's still holding the mid-market position. Bones teleports away to avoid getting peeked by the mid-market position. Does have a smoke on the way in the next 30 seconds. Ooh, but Cruiser does have the Hunter's Fury that could mean a lot for this round, and so does Bacon. He also has the Blade Storm, which could really impact how this round goes. So looks like they're still huddled up towards the A main position, towards the top mid position, looking to do an A split with Relic still lurking with the Cypher. The dual op is moving in towards Asia. This could be detrimental as none of them will be able to, expect. They will expect Cruise in this position, but the operator does take a long time to ring off, and that's exactly what I meant. But Crosshair, he lands the shot onto Cruiser. That's a 1-for-1 trade coming out. Korang still pushing towards the mid-market position, does get spotted on the camp. That's going to be information. He gets caught with gun swap and is going to be taken down by Radic. Crosshair picks up his second for the round. The satchels will not connect onto Bones, do who's able to survive with a lot of HP on himself. He does have, there's going to be two ultimates on the board, but just as I said, that Bullseye is going to take out one of them. Does he know where where the Omen has gone to? Does he know that both of them are holding towards the A-shot position? This could be really interesting to see how they played off because the plant has come in for them. They do not have the Sage Wall. The smoke will buy some more time. They do smoke out the generator position. The time is ticking just as I say this. There comes the first fight from Relic, who wins that. Relic with the third for this round. And just as I say that, Villianous are able to bring the first round. Villianous lose the first round, and AtmosFear will win the first round.
AtmosFear coming back from that. Now they've got to hold on to this because winning this round ultimately gives them the advantage in the next. They will have the guns, and if they win the next one, getting a total of 2 rounds, it will put them in a better spot to recover, at least on this side before the swap. Now,
Here.
all right, quick look at the scoreboard to see who is leading, but Jaguar takes one out. Relic and Cruiser God both will lead on their respective sides. Jaguar, first pick off here in defense, proves to be an advantage. AtmosFear, they definitely didn't want that to happen, considering now that they all finally get proper buys. And here's a spray Inferno, takes Jaguar out.
But look at Bullseye's position. He pushed up mid a lot earlier into the round. Will not be able to do anything as there is a tripwire in front of him. Does take that off. Relic will now know that there's someone holding towards the B main position. The Hunter's Fury does hit one pulse, or it doesn't hit. I'm not really sure because his HP is in a weird spot right now. Gorang will take down Bones, who had used his ultimate to flank them, but will get taken down. Bullseye gets Relic as well. That's a 4v2 situation. Crosshair with the operator at the back of the side makes work of it. First kill for them. But Bullseye with a showstopper is going to end it there. Inferno rises level best, gets 2 kills, but Cruiser God gets him from the back lines. And that's going to be 5-1 as Villianous extend their lead. Not letting AtmosFear build on on the first round that they won. So definitely looking like in a great position right now. Villianous looking to close it out early given the fact that we're at a 5-1 score line. But this is indeed a defender-sided map, as we've seen previously in our previous games. So I am expecting some sort of resilience coming in from AtmosFear once the side swap takes place. But as of right now, it does look like Team Villianous are in the driver's seat.
For sure. Team Villianous coming in hot and heavy. And we've noticed this trend here in the quarterfinals now that it's a best of 3. Teams seem to be winning on their opponent's map picks. So it's another case here. This is the 4th game of the quarterfinals, and we see this reoccurring trend now. 5-1. Relic just gonna pop the spy cam, hide behind that crate for an opportunity. It's common to have Sage defending the B side for the fact that she does have a barrier. They can block off the entrance. Great use of utility, and that is Jaguar. A successful defense, picking off a kill on Relic. AtmosFear, they once again find themselves in a tough spot.
The Cypher cages will buy some more time as the attack is coming in towards the A side. Bacon has indeed popped his ultimate, which he will be able to, use this time. Does pop the cloud burst, will be dashing through. If I'm not, will be dashing through the smokes, and he does get taken down. Inferno gets 2 with his sheriff. Make that a 3rd for them as Crosser gets 1 as well. The location will be revealed by the tripwire. Bones gets caught swapping right to the operator, will not be able to get the kill. The spike does go down for them. Villianous do have the revive that could really be important for them, but on the same hand, on the same side, Inferno has popped his run back, does pop the flash, will he able to connect the shots? Yes, he does. That's a 3rd for him in this round. That leaves Gorang alone in a 1v2 situation. Does use a smoke to block off the A main angle. That means that will leave Crosshair out of the action for a while. He is expecting Inferno to be on the side. The recon will spot him out. Inferno will get taken down by Gorang. He does know that the last person is towards the aiming position. Fakes the defuse. There comes the ultimate. And is he going to secure the kill on him? No, it's not. He pushes up close, gets the kill. But the time is too far away. And AtmosFear will be able to win their 2nd round.
Unfortunately, Gorang ran out of time there, but I would say that was a brilliant 1v2 situation. It was just filled with oh my goodness. Gorang, he spots the recon bolt, takes it out. Phoenix gets an idea, but he connects the headshot. Now 82 HP, realizes can't get the defuse, but I'm going to go for this kill. And the Hunter's Fury does tag him down to 15 HP. Triple kill, picks off that Sova.
Together.
And he does save the gun for the next round, so there's always a silver lining. But well played by Gorang, I would say. And that is AtmosFear successfully getting the 2nd round for themselves. And they have a lot of work to do in terms of coming back, since Team Villianous overall more consistent in these rounds. And Bones did get picked off in the most, I would say it's silly. I do think that AtmosFear just has to be a bit more cautious. And that should just put them back right into the game. Now, 1-for-1, 4v4 situation. Plenty of time for the spike to get planted.
They have huddled up towards the A side to see what they can do. The Sova drone does provide them information that since it does spot out Bacon trying to make work with the operator, but he will not be getting any peaks right now. Look at the way the defenders have set it up right now. They've sent out 3 players towards the A side, leaving Jaguar on his lonesome. Jaguar does use the wall, which will buy him a lot of time. The wall lasts up to 30 seconds, so they will be happy with the way they have held this. But looks like AtmosFear have gone towards the B side. Jaguar's left the B side completely on himself as well, but he will be rotating. He will be holding the angle from the CT spawn angle, but the flash comes through, will not be able to connect on him. Inferno, does he spot him out? Yes, he does, but the FAMAS is too good. The Vandal is too good. Jaguar is going to get 2 kills for this round. It's going to be back into Villianous' favor, a 2v4 situation as the retake, as Jaguar's already pushed up onto site, does get the spam. Bullseye is going to connect with his satchel. Bones is holding towards the B main position. That's a round done and dusted with. He is going to save this Phantom over the next round. Rex is holding this angle towards the mid market position, does get caught off guard. Will be so Bones looking to carry the Phantom that he saved into this round to the next round, but Jaguar crisp 2 headshots. That's gonna save them for this round. So the one thing that I really like about Team Villianous that I've noticed till now is that we've seen 3 players till now pick up the operator. We saw Bullseye pick it up towards the starting of the round. Then we saw Jaguar once where he got a 2k with it, if I'm not wrong. And then we also saw Cruiser picking it up and posting it up towards a shot. So what this does to, if you are an attacker, is that it does confuse you as to who's gonna have the operator and how you're gonna address the situation, since the operator can be a menace to handle coming into Valorant, because you need to use utility to clear it out, which is not available on each and every player. So that's what makes it hard for to counter operators. Bullseye holding in this position will be using the Sova drone. The Sova drone will spot out the attacker towards the A shot, and it looks like they are still looking to test the A shot position. Relic with the drone, or the back of the drone, will not be able to connect on anyone. Bullseye with this 2 kills. There comes Crosser, he gets 1 as well. Doesn't get taken on too low HP. Gorang is on 15 HP right now, and so is Bacon. They're both extremely low, so it could be anyone's round right now. Jaguar gets 1, and just as I say that, they do have the revive that can come in clutch towards the rest of the round, but doesn't look like they want to use it. But look at Jaguar. He's pushed up towards A main. Does he spot Bacon? Yes, but Bacon's faster. Gets the kill onto him. They are going to aggress towards the A side, but Rex is gonna get crosshair just as he was trying to lurk into the generator position. That leaves Bacon alone. The spike dropped right next to him. Bacon in a 1v2 situation. Both defenders are settled up towards the A shot position, looking to see what he can make do with this on 19 seconds. The clock is ticking. He's gonna have to do something fast. The tripwire is not there, so he's looking for it but isn't able to spot it. 10 seconds. The clock keeps getting closer, but he's gonna back away from that. 5 seconds on the clock, and he will be looking to save this gun into the next round. 7-1. Villianous 7-2, excuse me. Villianous continuing their domination on Ascent.
Right, Team Villianous with a 5-round lead. Just absolutely dominating Atmosphere here on Ascent. And still a couple more rounds before we go into a side swap. But Atmosphere, they should look to rake up those rounds. I mean, it's 7-2. They could make it 7-5. That ultimately will be the best case scenario if Atmosphere does fare better on the side of defense. As for Team Villianous, they're doing what they do best here so far. Good performance, I would say. And Bullseye. It's going to be in B this time with Jaguar. And every round, Jaguar gets at least 1 kill. Which just the consistency of being able to defend and get pickoffs for his team is really valuable in a player. Now Inferno is going to try and sneak through middle. We'll wait for the right time. Relic this time. That's the caster's curse. Relic takes off Jaguar. Neural Theft is used, but that Showstopper by Bullseye doesn't quite connect. But the idea was there. Bacon, Gorang, both finding one for themselves. It's a 3v4 situation. Bacon with the AWP. Just gonna make his way very aggressively onto A side.
Ooh, but look at this. He's prepped his ultimate over there. Does use it. Will be able to connect on Frost. In the meantime, does pick up Rex as well. The the defenders have boosted onto A side. His 1v3 situation. As Gorang's the lone man standing, he'll need an ace to win this round for his team. The HP advantage definitely not helping anyone, but Bones puts a bullet through his skull. And 7-3. Oof. Villianous are, Atmosphere definitely looking to claw this back, but that ultimate from Gorang was definitely well placed, does get a kill on it. He does what he can do, but the other kills do come in for them. Like Crosshair does pick off Rex, and so does Relic pull off Bullseye. So definitely a good round for Atmosphere. They're going to be happy with the fact that they're able to carry forward 2 weapons into the next round, but still 7-3 as they're still trailing by 4 rounds.
Alright, a quick look at the scoreboard. But wait, Bacon. Alright, so Gorang and Relic leading on the team on their side. But here it is. And Rex takes Bacon out. That is going to hurt. The AWP is lost. Gorang finds one as well. But that's going to be 2 kills for each side. And Sage isn't alive on the side of Atmosphere. So a little bit of a disadvantage with the Sova. Doesn't have much health. Now Cruiser God. He has the Marshal.
Nowhere to run!
No why. Crosshair. The Hunter's Fury. Is he going to spot one out? Yes, he picks up the kill on Bullseye. Jaguar, however, going to pop that ulti. Right time, I would say. Bones. He does find Cruiser. And Atmosphere successfully make their way onto the A site.
3v2 situation. Just the Sheriff and no armor on Jaguar as he looks to, he actually has a Bulldog, excuse me, as he looks to retake this situation. I think he does have more trust in his Sheriff, going for those one-hit headshots. Bullseye using the Doombot to spot anyone. Will use beautiful satchel movement to come into sight. The Recon does reveal his position and he's looking towards Under Heaven where he will find Relic. Relic's faster, gets the kill onto him. Do they know the position of the last member who's onto Heaven? Jaguar in a 1v3 situation. The Sova and the Omen are extremely low, so it is possible for him to win this round, but is he gonna back off? No, he's not. He's still looking to see if he can get an exit kill or 2, which looks like might just happen to come his way, but that's gonna happen as he chooses to fall back.
7-4. AtmosFear just bouncing back now. They're trying to get those rounds. Now this is the last round before the swap. And if AtmosFear does bring it to a 7-5, they do have still a chance to take this first map for themselves. As for Team Villianous, if it's an 8-4, that's just going to be a huge upgrade for themselves and how they are going to approach this match. Now, Jaguar,
Cover going out.
he likes the Vandal. Sometimes on that operator as well, you did mention that Team Villianous swap around operators on different members. Ooh, but Bones takes the brunt of that angry boombot, speeds towards him, couldn't quite take it out in time.
And that
Now,
and the fact that they have no sage, that means he's going to be stuck on 46 HP for the rest of the round. And that HP disadvantage can be very important in Valorant for the opposing team, as they now have the chance to like even things, like they have the advantage in winning easier gunfights. All 5 of the attackers have huddled up towards this mid position, looking to see if Bacon can get an entry kill with the trusty operator that we see him running. Bones using his Baron, using his smokes, but ooh, he's got it even lower right now. Very, very close, but Inferno does pop the runner back just as I say that Cruiser gets to. Inferno's runner back will not take him very far as he does get thrown right back. Cruiser with a third through the smoke, does spot out more on the recon, goes for it. Crosshair will take him down. Does nail Crosshair down to very low HP, 11 HP as I mentioned. That a 4v2 situation coming in for Team Villianous. Crosshair, he gets the kill onto Gorang, who aggresses out towards the A-shot position. There does come the tag onto Inferno, but Inferno is going to use his hot hands to heal up.
Shock dart. I have the
So it
spike.
does pop
Shock
in
dart.
that insta-kill shock dart. Ooh, I really like that. That falls right near the stairs that we saw Bullseye holding earlier. Will not connect on the kill right now as no one's holding the Rex in the mid-market position. Does get the kill. Crosshair gets 5 seconds on the clock. Is there anything he can do? He's gonna run for it. Does he spot Jaguar? No, he doesn't. Jaguar's on the side and he puts a bullet into Crosshair. 8-4 as we finish the first half. I'm not gonna lie, Team Villianous are definitely looking in the driver's seat given the fact that we have an 8-4 scoreline coming into this. So it is looking like Team Villianous will be able to close this out, but just as the side swap takes place, I am interested to see what AtmosFear can do. We did see them running a dual op setup for the few rounds in the attacking side, but let's see what they can do this time around with if they opt for a similar setup. Towards the end of the half, just as I mentioned, Villianous's oping setup, they did go for a no operator setup. They didn't have any player running the operator. So it was interesting to see how they swap out, how they play based on how they are leading or even how they would like to play. Because we did see a few rounds where they did go for those aggressive pushes towards the mid-market, towards low mid, taking control of the mid-links position, or even how they would like to, aggress out towards A main once or twice. So it's definitely interesting and something I will be looking forward to.
alright, 8-4. And it seems like there is a little bit of a pause here, might be a tech difficulty, and we are working on it to make sure the match is back. So let's just talk about the overall happenings between both the teams. Now, Team Villianous, they started off in defense, and AtmosFear started off in attack. Now, this map pick is AtmosFear's map pick, but for some reason, Team Villianous, they're coming up on top. Now, in terms of skill matchup, I did think that both these teams were a little bit even on their skills, but it feels like AtmosFear is just falling short with the communication. You couldn't see flat out team strategy.
Well, that could mainly rely on the fact that for almost all rounds, they did decide to take mid control and look to see what they could do on the basis of that. I definitely do believe that the Sageless combination is impacting how they are looking into this game. I definitely would like the Sage coming in for them, and even if you don't have a Sage, you still have only one agent that can heal themselves up. That's the Phoenix who Inferno is using, right? But it doesn't help anyone else with the healing. So I do believe that the Sage is important and she's definitely a part of the meta, and the fact that she's getting phased out by a lot of the teams is not something I am the biggest fan of. But let's see how they perform coming into the second round. Relic holding with the strip wires towards the B side, and Inferno and Bones will be holding towards the mid-market position, while we see Crosshair and Bacon, who will be taking control of the A side. There comes the back on the back of that one Brimstone smoke. They're able to take complete control of mid. AtmosFear have completely given that up. Bones falls back from his mid market position to smoke off B main. Does hold this crossfire with Inferno, looking to see if they can, push these people into a mid grinder. They are looking to explore their options towards mid-market, given the way that Cruiser has fallen back. Bones with the unnecessary peak does get taken down to 34 HP, but now they still have control of mid. They're looking to see what they can do. AtmosFear are not bulging at all. They're still holding at this position. They are looking to maintain control of this, but looks like they are forcing the rotation towards the B side, and that's exactly where the attack is coming right now. Gorang prepping the only smoke he has towards the CT position, if I wouldn't be mistaken, or towards the mid-market position. That would be up to him. Towards the mid-market position. Cypher Cage does come through. The tripwire goes active. Bacon and Relic, they're going to chime in for one each. That's a 3v5 as this attack comes to Bacon, gets another. Bullseye will take down Relic. That's a 4v2 situation. Bullseye on very low HP. It's just him and the Sova lying there. Cruiser gets one, and just as I say that, Bacon still lurking on the side. Will he get him? Bacon gets his third. Bullseye frantically looking for Bacon. Does he get him? Yes, he doesn't. Bacon with a 4K coming in this round. Strong performance, 8-5.
Bacon coming in massive there with a triple kill. Accuracy on the Ghost. If you have that aim, you can rely on it. Now AtmosFear just knocking it out the park here, the side of the fence. And probably the theory is true that after the side swap, AtmosFear might just have a little bit of a better footing. And it did prove 8-5. 3 rounds
Area.
is not much of a gap. If there's anything going through this entire tournament, we've seen comebacks from 5-10, a big 5-round gap. So 3 rounds, Team Villianous, they have to stay focused and execute team strategy along with the mind games to ensure a successful plant. AtmosFear here, very comfortable on defense, and that is Inferno just taking 2 kills with the Molotov. Hot hands. Cruiser God, just find the pickoff on him. Now it's a 4v3 situation. The attackers, they are not in a good spot. Team Villianous losing 2 members. Another recon bolts. Bones takes out Cruiser God. 4v2 situation. And you can just feel AtmosFear rejoicing at this point. They want this comeback, and this could potentially lead to a huge momentum swing for AtmosFear.
Bacon does get the pick off onto Rex, and Crosshair will steal the kill from Jaguar this time around. 8-6, a pretty clean round coming in from AtmosFear. They only lose a single member, Inferno, who did get 2 kills with his hot hands. And Bones does get tagged up to 6 HP, but he didn't have to take any other fight, so he's able to fall back to safety. 8-6 as we walk into the first buy round. If AtmosFear actually able to win this, they do have a shot at leveling it up to an 8-7 scoreline. 8-8 scoreline, excuse me. Because there would be an eco round after the first buy round. And just as I say that, Bacon picking up the operator. But Bones, Relic and Inferno will be sticking to their Spectres. They're not looking to upgrade into the Phantoms or the Vandals. The smoke coming in towards the mid market and a shot, which will allow 3 members of Team Villianous to take a shot control really quickly. They are looking to challenge Inferno right now, who has nothing but a Spectre, but he does have 2 curveballs with him, which can be really important for them coming into this round. They haven't chosen to push right now. They are obviously setting it up. There comes the Cypher Cage, there comes the Boom Bot, which will not connect on him. There comes the hot hands, but does he know there's someone right next to him? No, he doesn't. Gorang is going to get the kill onto Inferno. And look at that, on the back of that, Gorang's pushed up. He gets his 3rd kill into that round. Beautiful play coming in from Gorang. Just aggressing when he was right needed for his team. Just as I said, Bones will take him down. It's a 4v2 situation coming in. Obviously, the favorites to finish this round up are Team Villianous. Bones takes the operator, will fall back, will be looking to continue the operator coming into the next round.
AtmosFear 2v4. They're gonna try for this retake, not quite. You can see, Omen's backing off and the Cypher gonna take a step back. Might as well go for the save. And this is Team Villianous just evening out. No more eco, full weapon buy. And that is how you come back. So Team Villianous, definitely pretty dominant. Oh, but Relic takes out Cruiser before the round ends, just denying them of that free gun.
That's one weapon down, and they were able to manage to save those two weapons. I would assume that they will drop it over to the teammates, to see if they can work around a buy. And that we'll only be able to find out just as we see this beautiful play from Gaurang. Oof, that 3K really sold the deal for his teammate. Also using the Molotov to buy some time for his team, but that wasn't required as the retake doesn't come through. A quick look at the scoreboard as it's 9-6. They are able to get in a buy. They do have the operator back onto Bacon. It is going to be the last buy they will be able to get before they have to eco for the next round. Cruiser using his drone in the early stages of the round, looking to see if he can spot anyone, but it doesn't. I think the timer just ran out as he's not able to spot anyone. The shock darts will connect on nothing actually. I think they did take out the tripwire that would have been towards the B main position, so that's going to be important into the later rounds. As we see a flank coming through from the attacker, from the defenders, which would really guarantee them. There's the round. Rex, just as I say that, gets the kill onto Relic, but Inferno gets 2 on the spray round. Bacon's going to chime in with 1 with his operator. Just as I say that, he gets his second. Cruiser left all alone in this mid-market position. He's pushed up towards Pizza, does catch an unaware crosshair, is going to make his way back onto A side. That's where the spike is dropped. He does have to recover that to be able to do anything with this round. Cruiser with 1 kill or a plant, will be able to get his ultimate out. The Hunter's Fury might be could potentially impact how the round proceeds. The tripwire over there will reveal his position as they now know he's towards the A-shot position. There comes in the recon. I don't think it spots anyone. Bones holding firmly towards the under Heaven's position, and we will be seeing Cruiser still trying for this as there's only 15 seconds left. The spike is not in the control. He lands a beautiful shot onto Bacon. Does he expect the last player towards under Heaven? Yes, he does. Cruiser pulling out the round from thin air. He had no business winning that round. There's no time on the clock as well. Apollonia, what do you think about that? That's a great
A little bit of
round
deja vu there.
Cruiser.
We just uploaded a highlight you can check out on our social media on Instagram. Cruiser getting a triple kill on A side. And
Need a drop.
how quick he switches from angle to angle is just mad. It's deja vu. He did a similar thing in the round of 16, and that is what you call consistency, baby.
No more
So,
charges
Get
left.
out of my
Cruiser
way!
God, hats off to you. That was amazing. Clutching that one out for the boys. And ultimately just pushing AtmosFear in a very tough place. Now, Bacon,
Killer down.
he's aggressive, picks up 1. That's a headshot. He got the knives. He's just gonna back away. And discipline is when you know enough is enough. Just wait it out. Group up with your team. And you can see, AtmosFear, the way they disperse each other, it's pretty much pretty balanced. But Bones, he goes for that aggressive push up to mid link. Gorong's just gonna take him out. It is an eco round.
That was really unnecessary coming out for Bones. It's a 4v5 situation and he throws the man advantage right away for the attack for his team. They will get a lot of information because he does spot multiple players towards the outside the B main position. But yeah, still the round favoring the just as I see that Inferno's gonna burn Rex to a crisp. And Relic is going to get another one, 4v2 situation. But Team Winners, they do have both the ultimates, the Hunter's Fury and the Crimson Ultimate. Just as I say that, Gaurang pops it, he's going to get the kill onto Inferno. And Relic gets one as well. Cruiser, we've seen him in the situation earlier in this round. He's going to be in the same situation again. 15 seconds on the clock, will be making his way to the B side. Should be able to secure this spike as of right now. And he does have the Hunter's Fury in his play. Still a 2v1 situation as he decides to hold his way towards the catwalk position, but look at Crosshair's HP. He's down to HP. Does hold this cheeky little angle towards the B main, towards the under cubby. Now he's gone towards the mid market. Does get Crosshair, who's extremely low. The recon to spot out anyone coming in from B main, doesn't reveal anyone. There comes Relic towards the B main position. The tripwire will reveal his position. Now Cruiser knows where Relic is. It's going to become an easy round for Cruiser as he just has to hold this angle coming in. And Relic is not going to expect it. Does he expect it? No. Yes, he does. But Relic, he's going to get the kill on him. But does he have the time to defuse the spike? That is the question that we have over here. And he doesn't. Cruiser, back-to-back rounds, back-to-back clutches for his team. Definitely pulling his team up on the board. A true leader.
And Cruiser got
Alright.
saved by the bell, or rather saved by the spike. So he did manage to buy enough time. Relic couldn't get the defuse off, and it went boom. So Relic did lose his gun there. Quick look at the scoreboard, and the economy on the side of AtmosFear. Now, this is a do or die round for them because on the scoreboard it's 11-6. If they lose this, they have no guns for what could potentially be their last round, because Team Villianous would have raked up 12 points. Now, moving into this, we see Bullseye, a very aggressive mid push. That hot hands heat is going to burn him a little, but he comes around the corner, finds Inferno with a headshot. This Phantom, he's just going to watch from Market out to a little bit of the B side. But we can see the plans from all of Team Villianous as they move onto A side. Now Bacon, he looks like he's up to something, and he connects the shot. 3v3. Bacon, second shot, and Crosshair finds one for himself. Last man standing is the Cypher. Spike has been dropped, and Bones will finish Rex off. 11 is 2-7. This time AtmosFear coming out on top, and this is going to be a huge advantage for them, considering that they were at the end of the amount of money that they had. So winning this round, they have the guns, they have the economy, and they can actually try to get this to, you know, a match point or tie, overtime, sorry.
Bacon has been hitting these really good shots. He does have a great showing with the Operator, and that's definitely been a great thing for his team. But let's look at what's happening in this round. We see the Eco Recon coming towards the mid position, but there comes Bones, aggressive, pops in the paranoia for his team, looking to see if they can get an aggressive pick on. That they do get, looking for another one. Does get taken down, 223 HP. Bacon holding this angle, expecting the Sage Wall boost. Does he see one? Yes, he does. Cruiser lands a headshot in the meanwhile. And the Sowat and the Tripwire exposes one more player. 3v2 situation. Make that a 3v1 as Inferno cuts off the kill onto wrong. Rex alone in a 1v3 situation. A Sheriff does have his ultimate that can really help him win the round. Looking to see where Inferno has made his way. Checking all these angles, checking all these nooks and corners, but there it is. Inferno will put the bullet into Rex, and that's going to be 11-8. Still keeping it close, a 3-round difference for AtmosFear as we continue to see how they play into this half. Bones actually caught a bullet as he was rotating. I think that's the Sheriff that that they were carrying. So they did make a good work with it. They just do get one kill. They had the execute, but Bacon's Operator rings through and is going to connect 2 kills for him.
Where are
Bacon
you?
with the double kill from the B side platform. That was a huge advantage for the defenders. Now they have to win the next 3 rounds, get into a tie. I'm pretty sure AtmosFear wouldn't want Team Villianous to get 12 rounds for themselves, because then it would just feel like sudden death. Inferno with the double. Hunter's Fury connects. Crosshair takes out Jaguar. Last man standing on Team Villianous. This is AtmosFear coming back. Spray. Cruiser God finds Crosshair. 1v3 situation. Can he live up to his name? There's a lot of pressure on Cruiser God's back.
I mean, but we've seen him pull out these rounds like a magician from nothing. I don't think this guy can be countered out from this round. 1v3 situation. The defenders do have the Cypher ultimate if required, but does he know there's someone on the flank? Yes, he does. But Bones will be faster. 11-9. They're cutting it closer after that. Do you think we could be headed towards overtime? Or will AtmosFear pull out a clean sweep and a 13-11 scoreline is what's on the card?
Judging by AtmosFear bouncing back, winning round after round,
This goes
2 in a
here, that
row,
goes there.
they are looking, if they do keep up this momentum, it can definitely go to overtime.
Yes, this
So
goes
Team
here.
Villianous kind of dropping the ball here. Might be you know, you can't overestimate your opponent. Underestimate, sorry. We're now in the quarterfinals, and competition is heavy. Can't take it lightly. Because these teams, they know what they're doing, they're experienced. They have trained for a considerable amount of time, which explains their success, making it to being the top 8 teams, and that is Inferno, taking down Rex will follow up with the Stinger. Looks like a half buy for
Our spike carrier is killed.
Rex. Swaps his Stinger, or not, still has it.
Cage triggered.
It's gonna just drop the cage, move back. Now Team
I have
Villianous,
retrieved the
2
spike.
members left. Spike is retrieved by Rex. Now his partner is a little far on the map, and the defenders are just gonna wait. Cypher will take care of the A side. Now Bones looking. Now this is just gonna be round and round. They're gonna look for each other, try to find that opportunity, but this is smart. Team Villianous just waiting it out. But they do have make a quick move. 30 seconds left, less than that. Rex, he gets taken out by Baker. The spike is within the sights of AtmosFear. Cruiser God might just run away and save his gun.
Cruiser, unfortunately, with the untimely reload, was not able to connect onto the kill onto Bacon. Does make his way into the B side. Bones is holding this angle. Does he connect the kill? Okay, nope. As I say that, Cruiser gets this way into the B side. Is there enough time to secure the spike? Nope, there isn't. But that's going to allow Cruiser to have his ultimate after the next round. That's something really important that could secure an early round kill. Like, could totally change the way the round is going in. 11-10. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard on the back of this beautiful fight we coming in from Atmos.
Revealing area. Our spike carrier is dead.
Blocking sight.
All right. And it seems like we have a bit of a technical difficulty here. I can't hear my co-caster while Rex Dreams figures out what is going on in this game. 11-10. Team Villianous. Last man standing is Cruiser God, the man himself. Now, AtmosFear has successfully, well, by the looks of it, have come to an 11-11 tie. 4 members alive. It's going to be a bit of a task for Cruiser God to just clutch this one out.
We've seen him come in
Revealing
these
area.
situations time and time again. Like, he's been in this situation 4 times, including this one, and he's won that twice. Just one round doesn't have enough time for the spike. This time around, a lot is banking on him. If they do not manage to win this round, it's going to be an 11-11 situation, and that could be anyone's game from them. Relic with a camera does put a spike can down into him. He gets the peak, and that's a 4K for him
My
coming in
thanks.
this round. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but I'm back now.
Now, 11 is
This
to
trap
11.
goes there.
It's getting very hot in here.
Yes. this should do.
Intense first map. I can't begin to
This-
think what
no
will
more
happen in
charges
the
left.
next. AtmosFear just... They didn't have the lead at all for majority of the game. They still haven't had the lead. They've managed to make the tie now
This goes
on the
here.
scoreboard. 11 is to 11. Now Team Villianous, they must be shaking in their boots as they realize that AtmosFear, they're not one to mess with on the side of defense, at least from what we can see here on the split map. Now, the spike picked up by the Sage. Round has begun. Barriers have been lifted. Bacon with the AWP. Just gonna back away from that brimstone smoke. Now you can immediately see that both teams are extremely cautious. There are no kills right off the bat like the previous rounds. Bullseye spots the dark cover. Omen just trying to secure a site here, and it is a pretty good choice coming in onto A side as Cypher has made B his playground. Now the drone Bacon's gonna take that out as he watches from the garden. And here is the setup coming in from Team Villianous. Bones finds the first kill of this tiebreaker, so it seems. Kill after kill, Showstopper not gonna connect. Bullseye looking around for a shot. Inferno has to run it back. Gorang makes it a little bit more even. 4v4. Inferno with the spray through the top of rafters. You see the Molotov has been shot. Now both teams are scrambling 3v3. Gorang pulling his weight here. Jaguar looking for a peek. Just gonna create that barrier just to buy some time. Now the spike is ticking, and AtmosFear might have to pick up the pace here. Now this is Team Villianous coming back with a vengeance as Gorang picks up a triple kill. This round could easily be said it's all him, but no. It's all about teamwork and the combos. Jaguar now takes out Crosshair. And it looks like Gorang will end it off with a 4 kill. And this brings Team Villianous with a 1-round lead, 12-11. And this ultimately means that the next round is going to be extremely crucial. It could be the end for AtmosFear, or it could be another chance for them to take it into overtime.
They do have the economy on the back of winning multiple rounds, so they will be able to fancy themselves an operator. They did switch up their setup with Bones coming in towards the A side instead of Crosshair, who headed up to the B side now. That's exactly what's going to happen. Bones picking up towards the A shot position. And 12-11 Apollonia. The fate of this game lies on this round. This is the closest the game could have come to at this point of time. Looks like we will be seeing a rush towards the B side. No, we will not. They do back off from those positions. And now they have huddled up towards A, looking to do the same thing that they did in the last round. Ooh, Gorang uses his one and only smoke into this to take control of mid. This can be really detrimental as they will not have any smokes for the rest of the round, and they will be forced to execute in a dry manner. Bones huddled up is holding this A shot cross position, and there we see even Crosshair is on the side. They looks like they are planning to play retake towards the side as they do let the attackers walk into a free site, who will be able to get the spike down right now. They do not have any ultimates to pop that will help them secure this round. 12-11. Gorang gets his first kill onto Inferno. This is the second time he's abused this position. We saw him playing here earlier as well. Rex pushes up, goes back towards the aiming position. Just as I say that, Bones gets his first kill onto Inferno. Jaguar will be able to pop the res onto Bullseye in the under heaven position as well. A 4v5 situation. AtmosFear still trailing in this. Do you think we will be able to go to overtime? They're still trying to connect on the spams, but Gorang's made a big brain play and he's come right behind them. That gives him his ultimate, is going to throw that in. Does he spot Bacon? Yes, he does, but Bacon's faster. Crosshair's going to get one for himself as well. Crosshair pushes the smoke, will not be able to get anything. 1v3 situation for Bacon. Gets the first. 1v2. Does he spot the other one? Yes, he does, but Jaguar's going to get a bullet into his dome faster. 13-11. Villianous are able to secure the first map. 8-4 to 13-11 Apollonia. That's how close this map was.
Indeed, and congratulations to Team Villianous. They do get the first map for themselves. Now, quick look at the scoreboard. Gorang coming in massive, 27 kills and a 335 average combat score. We did go into 20 plus rounds, so it is to be expected. But Gorang, he's really there when the team needs him, and Cruiser got just under him. They both played out of their mind. They had so many clip-worthy moments, and we will go into AMD's Relive the Moment and see what went down between Team Villianous versus AtmosFear. And the map pick was Ascent, and this was picked by AtmosFear, but Team Villianous won it, and the score line tells you how intense it was. 13-11.
Definitely the X factor coming in for Team Villianous is definitely Gorang in my opinion. This is the third time in the same game that he had this amazing A-shot today position that no one really expected him. We see that later in the round, but talking about the first half that we see that's going on our screens right now, it was complete domination coming in from the side of Team Villianous, who took 8 rounds compared to AtmosFear's 4. Bullseye opening up his scoreboard with a kill with the raised nade. That this is really smooth retake coming in because all of the members were on pretty low HP. They did a good job of clearing out the under heaven position. I like that double peek coming in from them. Relic could have secured the kill onto Gorang, but he's not able to do that. It was a mighty task to ask for him for a 1v4 clutch as well. Gora continued to get his stellar performance coming into this game as he gets his first with the Spectre. Cruiser doubling up as well. So definitely a great round coming in. Definitely really well, outplaying the anti-eco round where they only managed to lose one member who was taken on by Relic, Bullseye, if I'm not wrong. Uh, no, that was Bullseye gets the kill on Relic. Relic gets Gorang out of the scoreboard. So they did continue this domination coming in them from in the complete first half and 8 for scoreline. Even though it is a city-sided map, it's quite quite expensive of a lead to throw away. They did have these solo holes, like looking at what we see on our screen. Bullseye with the operator gets a huge 3k for his team. That's the first onto Relic. Then he gets the second onto Bacon over here. Cruiser doubling up as well, and the third one where he connects onto Bones with his operator holding this same position towards Catwalk. So they did play really well because now we see Cruiser on 6 kills, Bullseye and for great kills coming from them. This was the earlier phase of the round where I was talking about how they actually did use the operators. They were throwing it around to people. Sometimes we saw Bullseye, sometimes we saw Jaguar on it, sometimes we saw Cruiser on it. Really interesting because once it's thrown towards A shot, once towards B, and once towards the be main position. So definitely switching it up, making it confusing for AtmosFear as to where they had to tackle the operator. Cruiser in this position does get taken down, but over and above of that, 4-0. This is the first run, I think, if I'm not wrong, AtmosFear won, making it 4-1 on the back of a beautiful 3k coming in from Relic, who caught Gorang switching his guns, gets first, and then he was lurking around and then got the other 2 kills, easily wiping out the rest of Team Villianous.
All right, congratulations once again to Team Villianous for winning the first map. Now, the second map will be here very shortly, but first, remember, registrations are now live and they are open. Grab your friends and all, sign up, link is in the description, and you can play in Series 2, which starts in September. And also, if you feel like treating yourself, buy something for your setup, do check out the links in the description. We have a 10% code of all JBL quantum gaming headsets, like you can see what both myself and Rex Streams are wearing. And without further ado, we're going to prep for the next map. Relax, grab some snacks, and we'll be back very shortly.
I'm running out of time. every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're young, baby, while we're
gaming monitor.
I never want to make compromises when I play. I need every FPS I can take to perform at my peak. For myself, for my team, as well as for my viewers. Streaming always used to present me with a choice, either FPS or stream quality. I no longer have to make that decision thanks to AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors. Now my viewers get to see my gameplay smoothly. Ever since joining the team in 2018, AMD's partnership with Fnatic has given us the latest computer tech to help our performance. 3rd generation Ryzen is now the pinnacle of multi-threaded processor performance, and it's a big step up from everything else I've used before. AMD have listened to our feedback to make sure they make the best products possible so that we can simultaneously play as well as stream at the best setting. That's why I use AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series powered by JBL Quantum Gaming Headsets and AMD. We're back for Game 2 between Team Villianous and AtmosFear, and I'm CA, your host and caster for the last 2 games, joined by Rex Streams, your caster and analyst for the last 2 games. How are you feeling after that Game 1, Rex Streams?
It's really intense game, really came out close, 13-11. Really opposite to what you saw on Ascent today earlier when you casted when Syndicate took on Velocity. That was quite the stomp.
Yeah, indeed. And now we're going to go on to Game 2. Let's take a quick look at what maps we have to offer for Game 2 and potentially Game 3. So, as we know that Game 1 was Atmosphere barely just throwing their comeback and Team Villianous being the villains. For Game 2, we have Bind. What do you feel? Do you feel Atmosphere can come back on Bind?
Talking about Bind, like we have seen Bind been played a lot often in this series. Atmosphere do like their Bind because we've seen them play twice on it, once against Stream Sniper and once against Dark Shadow. They won 13-2 on that. But those games, even though the score lines like they are the same, we saw something completely different come from them. On the first time when they played against Stream Sniper, they went in for an extremely aggressive play style. We saw Bones picking up the breach, which is not something we've seen him do, even though that's been his main agent. And on the second game that they won 13-2, we saw him swap over to the Sage. So there's a completely different playstyle when you swap over from the breach to the Sage, because those 2 agents are completely different playstyles, and we know how that would impact. But so I'm really interested to see which gear we see Atmosphere coming into this. Either we see them with an extremely aggressive, the breach composition, or we see them coming into the Sage composition. The Sageless composition did not quite work out for them in the previous map. They did lose it 13-11. They did come close, but in the end, they did not come back with it. But now, without any further ado, let's head right into Bind. Atmosphere will be on the defensive side with the attacking side going in towards Team Villianous. Team Villianous, 0 changes to their agent composition. They will be sticking to the same agent composition we saw coming in from them last game. Bones does use the Sage in this round. Redick sticking to his trusty Cypher, and the rest of the compositions coming in same, except Bones no longer on the Omen, as we saw him in Ascent. Crosshair will take over the role of the Brimstone, the smokes agents that they need for the round, and no Sova for them in this round. What do you think about the no Sova lineup versus the Sova lineup coming in from Villianous?
So my feelings about the double info is like it's been very obvious throughout the course of our tournament, and I always prefer double info. Having said that, Inferno, I know that he feels a lot of comfort using this Phoenix. We've seen him on this map specifically using the Phoenix a lot, and he does know he is like one of those players who knows exactly how to pilot Phoenix, both in the attacking and defensive sides. So I guess it's a question of meta versus comfort, and when you're 1-0 down, I definitely understand why you might want to lean towards comfort. Having said that, with Team Villianous attacking right now, like Atmosphere have to be feeling the pressure. They were so close, as you said last time, to pulling it back, going to overtime perhaps, or even winning it for themselves. And unfortunately, they fell just short. They will feel a bit more comfortable as the attack comes in for Team Villianous into A side, going through A short, but the hot hands will just stop them instantly. Just like that, they're gonna pull back, take it really, really slow. The Cypher and Ray's rotation was coming through from the side of Atmosphere, but that's gonna be stopped as they realize that the attack has stopped too. And you can notice that the Cypher is over on the side of... Oh, Crosshair gets one as Bullseye goes down. And first on the board is going to be Atmosphere, and that's gonna be really huge for morale. Just taking it slow now, Team Villianous, as they realize that they do have the upper hand in terms of straight up mental strength and morale. They have the game in their pocket. All they need to do is just push out slowly. Inferno pushing ahead a little too aggressive without any utility to boot either, so he just gets taken down. The volley goes through to secure the elbow, and they start going for the push. The stage wall comes down as they're looking for the bomb plant. Gorong finds another. Oh, Gorong gets caught in his reload timing, going down 3 versus 3. And Gorang especially, he did so well last round. Jaguar finds one though. But Bacon finds the return onto Jaguar as Cruiser God finds one onto Relic. 2 versus 1 for Team Villianous. With the bomb planted, it feels like Inferno's push might just have costed them the round from a winning position. They will find... Bacon will find Cruiser God though, making it 1 versus 1. It's Bacon versus the Cypher on the side of Team Villianous. Can he clutch through? He's playing it very, very safe, something I genuinely appreciate, and trying to delay as much as possible. He goes for the fight though. Bacon clutches through. Do they have enough time to defuse the bomb? I think they do. They've just about enough time. Nope! Alright. The Cypher on the side of Team Villianous doing really, really well to clutch through. I was just saying, Gorong playing it really well last round too. What do you feel about like individual performances from both teams?
Oh, I'm definitely disappointed with the Atmosphere tackle that even though they did get the early round pick off, and on the back of that, Inferno, the needless aggression coming in from him does, put things back into a 4v4. Jaguar did have a great round, gets the 2k that, does secure the rest of it coming in for him for the round. So Villianous are going to win the second pistol coming in this series. They are looking to aggress over here on the back of a Brimstone Smoke. They do take control of this A region. They now know that everyone is headed towards B. That's going to be a test for Relic and Bacon, who are holding towards this B side, looking to see if they can do anything with it. Relic does have a camera towards the octagon position in B, also known as the garden position, or however you would like to refer to it. The Sova Drone does come through, will reveal information. Gorang prepping up his smokes, one towards elbow and one towards CD, if I'm not mistaken. And the execute towards the B side will be coming in. They actually do take the teleporter to fake this out. Ooh, really interesting. But Crosshair and Inferno are ready for this. Shorties in hand. Are they gonna get checked? Rex walks in, doesn't get taken down. The untimed reload. Jaguar's gonna clean it up. Inferno gets one. Cruiser gets the kill onto Bones. Cruiser with a second. And Gorang is gonna get one as well. That leaves Bacon alone on the side. He gets one kill for himself. And before he gets taken down by Jaguar. A 3-man surviving round coming in for Villianous as they head down to 2-0.
Yeah, brilliantly played by Team Villianous, using a strategy that we never get to see pretty much. Pushing down B long just to take the teleporter and bait them out. And right here, Crosshair unfortunately doesn't land a single shot. Inferno does manage to get a kill onto Rex, but like he's not able to answer back because all he has is the classic. And just like that, a really fast push onto A side through a portal that we never get to see used. 2-0 to Team Villianous. This will be the buy round for both teams, as you can see. Bacon has his trusty op, but only two Phantoms on the side of Team Villianous. They're just trying to save up as much as possible. If they're able to win despite that, it'll be huge. Bacon though gets a kill onto Bullseye. Bullseye on Bullseye. Now that's really cool. They are splitting up. I really like this strategy. Team Villianous leaving the Sova down at A to perhaps bait while the rest of their team try to push B. Jaguar does get the revive onto Bullseye, making it 5v5 once again. And now again, as you said before, they're gonna have to walk into Relic and Bacon, sorry. Not something you ideally want to be doing. Bones healing up Inferno as he does get caught by a bit of crossfire. And just like that, Sova now trying to make the rotation towards B side to catch up with the rest of his team. But it might just be wise to make a rotation from B side to A side at this point, because they have made zero progress at B side. The smoke's coming out though as Bacon finds Bullseye once again. Bullseye though gets the grenade kill onto Bacon with the help of the molly from Gaurang. Relic finds one more, making it 4v3 on the side of AtmosFear. This round is really important for AtmosFear though. Gaurang finds Relic once again, and Gaurang always since the start finding clutch kills, but I seem to have cast the cursed him as Bones finds Gaurang. Just like that, it's again the man advantage. Nope. Cruiser God finding another kill onto Crosshair. 2v2 for Team Villianous and AtmosFear. They're making a hard push, but Bones find a kill onto Jaguar. Going for the defuse. Will he able to pull it through? Cruiser God finds one. Oh, Bones steps up and gets the kill, and he's already halfway through, so it'll be an easy defuse for Bones. Very well played by AtmosFear to get that round back. Really close by Team Villianous as well. And this will mean a lot, because while it doesn't hurt Team Villianous as much, because as we noted before, they only bought 2 Phantoms, so they will be able to afford full buyouts for most of their team. It gives AtmosFear a chance to come back in the game, right?
Yes, definitely. They are going to be happy with the fact that they are able to win this recon. If I'm not wrong, taking a quick look at the scoreboard will tell us that we will be able to see a mixed buy coming in for Villianous. Ooh, there's going to be 2 stingers. That's definitely going to sting them to run because, not the best opportunity. Bacon missing the rare op shot does satchel away to safety. There's going to be some early round information that they will, spotting the early member. Bullseye pushing this hookah. Does he know that Relic's holding up close? Is that a judge in Relic's hand, if I'm not wrong? We'd love to see some judge there. Yeah. Ooh, Cruiser does pop the early round ultimate on the back of the recon or drone that he used to get some tag. Is not able to connect onto any kills. The shock darts go through as well. He's only gonna have the recon for the next of this round. He's lost all his utility. That could really dampen how this round plays off. But the wall's broken. There comes the push onto the A side. They do collapse, and the Bullseye gets a kill onto Crosser with the Stinger. Bones gets his second of the round, gets read out by Rex. It's 3v3 situation. As the spike has not yet gone down, they use the teleporter to go to hookah, and they're gonna fake this out again. This is the second time we've seen them do something like this. They've
Seems they've been faced with some technical issues, but rest assured, Team Villianous have it just taken the round win. As I was just saying, just rest assured, given the fact that Relic just had the judge right there, as we noted before into the round, he wouldn't have been able to mount the best of defenses into 3 rushing attackers, eh?
Definitely, the judge is something that since you're holding hookah, that is something that can be really nice, because you can just spam mouse 1 and get as many kills as you can, because the judge tears people down at close range. Loss to Justin's 2 stingers will force AtmosFear to save up in this round and not really get the best weaponry. Cruiser throwing in the recon towards the B side, bounces are off the backboard, which will hit the back of the B side. Does not connect on anyone, as we see a push that has come in towards the back lines. The tripwire will go down any moment now, and will reveal the fact that they have pushed up towards the flank. They are still holding the flank with multiple members, looking to see if they can catch a kill or 2.
Smoke's down.
The drone
Molly. Stim beacon down.
looks like they are still looking to aggress towards this B side. They have pushed up in. There's only Relic, his lone man, looking to let's see if he can make something. The recon does not spot him. He will still be able to hold inside this, but gets picked off by Gaurang. a 4v5 situation as Team Villianous are able to walk into a free set. But look at this, there's the Madman Rush coming into Kakusa God gets one, that's Inferno out of this round, Bacon gets one, and they are looking to still connect on multiple kills. Bullseye is trapped into this corner, the Molotov will force him out of there, Crosshair gets him, receives him with this opening arms, Bacon gets his second, that's going to be a 2v2 situation, but Jaguar gets one just as I say that. Look at the HP onto Crosshair, he jumps into side looking to see if he can do anything with just the classic and a dream. He knows Jaguar is towards the CD position, spots Jaguar, will not be able to do anything with it. Does he know about the other member towards the hookah? He does spot Rex, now he knows where both of them are, but just the classic is not going to suffice for one.
Yeah, he was so enticed by the operator, he saw that like, please give me operator, but they covered him from both angles, unfortunately not letting him pick up the operator. Nice try, but 4-1 for Team Villianous. It was the eco round for AtmosFear as we noted, but like Team Villianous is just sort of taking the early lead as they did in the first match too, looking a bit worrisome for AtmosFear. At this point though, viewers, I know all of you are really ecstatic about that Sova lineup coming in. That's not something I knew about before. That's something really nice to watch. You bounce it off the billboard to get it into the back of B side, and that's a really nice lineup showing that. Oh, Jaguar finds one, but just showing that Team Villianous are very well prepared for this map, especially with all that port in place. 5v4 though for Team Villianous in what is the buy round for both teams. At this point, AtmosFear really need to try to make a comeback. Inferno pops the running back, trying to get some information, and the orbital hellfire coming in. Inferno finds two in the middle of it. Just like that, Team Villianous is down a man now instead of being up a man. Oh, the shock tag from Cruiser Card does find Inferno though in the middle of the wall. Crosshair finds one, the Cruiser Card returns it back onto Crosshair. 2v2 again, and it always comes down to these 1v2, 2v2 fights, making it very close to the team. But Team Villianous so far has been able to find the best of these fights. The spike is going to go down at A site. Relic and Bones left on the side of AtmosFear, trying to somehow force their way into A site and get any sort of like advantage for themselves. Jaguar though finds Bones, killing his clone. Just Relic now against two people trying to defuse the spike and get the kills himself. Because if they're not able to do that, the economy is going to get really bad after this round. Relic decides to just save, I guess. He might be going for the full rotate and try to find that, but the Sage Wall has denied that entry from him. Nope, he's just going to go for the save, try to find people coming in from the other angle. He's not going to find anybody. He is going to save, but oh boy, the AtmosFear economy is not looking good at all.
But they will be able to drop over one gun over. But that round really looked like the game for AtmosFear because Inferno gets 2 kills on the side, like leveling up to a 3v5 situation. Does get taken down by the shock dart, but still really good coming in from him. With the 5 rounds that have now elapsed, let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. Say, who do you think is at the top? Cruiser God leading the charge for his team. Relic will be running the Vandal that he had from the last round. Rest of his team left to pistols and light armor. While on the side of Villianous, we do see them fancying a full buy. Ooh, Bones gets his first kill. Cruiser's gonna get him. Bones gets his second with just the ghost. It's now a 4v3 situation. They do have the revive that should be coming up at any moment. There comes the revive. Both teams actually do use their revive up, and Cruiser also uses his ultimate. Will not be able to connect on anyone. Bacon uses his satchels to try to make a play, but will get spotted. Cruiser will spot out the Sage on this drone as well. Jaguar should get him, that's right. And Bullseye gets the kill onto Crosshair as well. It's just 2 members remaining. Relic on the side gets 1, gets 2. Beautiful aim. Will he get the third? Yes, he gets the third. That's a 1v2 situation. Now suddenly AtmosFear are leading with this. Bullseye in the hookup position. He's dropped onto site. Does have the showstopper that can completely change the nature of this round, and a satchel with him to make this retake work, to make the side claw work. But look at this Relic, unsuspecting, doesn't know he's pushed up into side. Bullseye in a 1v1 situation does get the pencil, throws it in towards the hookup position. Inferno does manage to dodge it. Bullseye looking to recover the spike, seeing if he can pick that up, make a play on the back of the spec. He does grab it right now. Does have 20 seconds. Is he looking to make a play through the teleporter? I think that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. But look at Inferno. He's read into this as well. But Inferno's going in towards the B side, potentially to recover a gun. Oh, I think there's some miscommunication. runs on towards the A side, does get spotted on the tripwire. Really funny coming out because they definitely heard the teleporter, right? I don't know what's happening over there. Inferno with a sheriff is gonna allow this position uh, from Bullseye to push up towards Shower. Does break the tripwires. That now Bullseye knows exactly where he is. Does have the information. Inferno doesn't have any utility to help him win this retake. But look at Bullseye. He's made this big brain play towards the A-shot position. If Inferno actually sticks the defuse right now, he could be able to get it, but the showstopper might just end his dreams. And I think that's exactly that's gonna happen. The showstopper doesn't connect. The spike is gonna be stuck, but the time is ticking, and there comes the win. Inferno does manage to stick the defuse and will be able to secure the second round coming in for AtmosFear. Around there, they had no business winning given the fact that they were just stuck to just the Sheriffs and the Vandal. Relic making great work with that Relic, tapping away, gets 3 kills for his team. Really helped the team winning the round.
Yeah, like that was a bit of a head scratcher of a round from both teams. First with Inferno going in the opposite direction. I'm just assuming that Relic did convey the information that Bullseye was in B site. So there was no way he could have taken the A to B portal. So Inferno was just some sort of miscommunication between the team. But Inferno just pulls out the defuse and actually manages to clutch through. That showstopper barely missing. That was interesting. Now though, both teams with the full buy, as you noted, it was a thrifty round for Atmosphere. This is a really important round as the fire does come out, but it doesn't connect at all. Now it's still 5v5 for Team Villianous and Atmosphere. Team Villianous though not electing to go hard on that A push. The barrier did sort of basically tell Atmosphere that Team Villianous was there. Going to rotate towards B side, and that might just be the smart move with 4 members of Atmosphere all at once at the A side. Sage on the spike has started to make her way with the rest of the team following. As usual, the Sova stays behind trying to bait them, basically confirming to them that they're still reconsidering their play on the A side. Inferno though on the side of Atmosphere now making the rotation, realizing that it's likely that Team Villianous have made 1-2. Very slow rotation from Team Villianous, and something that I like. Are they gonna go for the portal play again? That's not something I would ever consider, but this team has shown that they're very willing to use the portals and try to make plays. The Molly comes out to try to push anyone out from behind the tunnel. They will push Relic out, and Gorong gets Relic just like that. A man advantage for Atmosphere translated into another kill for Gorong on Inferno, but Bacon answers back on Gorong. Bacon on the Operator is so important that they win this round because they will not be able to afford the Operator again. Bones, Bacon, and Crosshair, the only people left. Crosshair finds Cruiser Guard. Cruiser Guard finds Bacon. Though Crosshair finds another 2 vs 2 for Atmosphere. They really need to clutch through this round. The spike is planted, so they are running out of time. They need to make a push right now. Camera revealing. Rex finds Crosshair, and Rex finds another with the camera revealing a decent bit of information. And 6-2 for Team Villianous. This is sort of looking like Atmosphere. They just don't have their heads in the game like entirely, because Team Villianous just look much more comfortable.
They are making these really strong executes. We saw how coordinated that was with the Molly coming in, the Boombot adding to your burst. There's just a lot of utility on the side of Team Villianous that does allow them to clear the side. They use the slow orbs, they use the Molotov, they use the Boombot, the raised nades, the satchel, and top it off with a recon dart. That's so much more utility that it makes it so much harder for you to hold the side. Atmosphere are relegated again to pistol. Just you see the ghost coming out from ghost cherries coming out from them. Ooh, but look at this position from Inferno. He evades the Boombot. But this aggression again catches him with nothing but his death for him. Bullseye trying to get the spike down right now. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Gorang gets a second in this round onto Bones. The spike should be coming in at any moment. Right now, that's exactly what is happening on our screens. But Crosshair gets a kill onto Rex, who's trying to plant the spike. Gorang gets a third. Cruiser Gods gets one for him as well. There still is a player on the side that they haven't, on the flank I mean, that they haven't cleared out, but there we go. Jaguar gets the kill onto Bacon, and that's going to be 7-2 as Atmosphere are trailing at what it's potentially looking like a game for Team Villianous.
Yeah, really unfortunate. Crosshair did find a couple kills there, but just not enough as Gorang and Cruiser seem to be on fire. Like they're doing so well, and they were also the top two fraggers from game one in itself, and that's something really nice to see. Atmosphere, I guess their composition wise, Phoenix is a little better on attack. Now you see in terms of scorecard, again full buy for both teams. Atmosphere really need this round. There's only 3 rounds left on the this side, this half of the game, and if they're not able to clutch through this round, they just go into a really bad showing for the other half. Because if they lose this round, the next round is again eco, making it basically 9-2, potentially 10-2 for Team Villianous. Now though, Team Villianous, they've once again been doing that. Atmosphere really should read into it at this point. Hellfire does come through from the side of Team Villianous as they try to make the push. And this is something you mentioned, right? Really coordinated in terms of using your abilities with your push. They push with the Hellfire, making sure that they have basically one area clear. And they find one through the smoke, just spamming through. Bones tries to find a kill on his clone, but is not able to reach him one time. Inferno though gets the kill onto Rex. Gorang and Bullseye answer back. Inferno quickly just backing away, making sure he doesn't give himself off. He is low, and it's 4v2 on the side of Team Villianous. They will once more lose a bye round. Not something that you want to be seeing if you want to have a chance at coming back in the game. Having said that, not at the exact score, but Team Villianous last time around did manage to get a significant lead in the first game before Atmosphere pulled it back, before Team Villianous completely broke their heart being the villains they are. Do you think Team Villianous, Atmosphere can stage a similar comeback but actually pull through this time, or has Team Villianous adapted too much for Atmosphere to actually do anything?
Well, talking about last game, once the side swap took place, it put Atmosphere on the defensive side. And knowing Ascent is a defensive side of the map, it does make it easy for you to play. And they were running a dual op setup, so that does make it interesting for them to be able to run that. Actually, looking at the team compositions, even a dual op setup on this map would be really nice for Atmosphere, because if you look at the Team Villianous composition, there is 0 people with flashbangs. There is no flashbangs that we see that them running on the Phoenix, because they've opted for a raise as their duelist of choice for this map. So the fact that you don't have flashbangs to clear out an operator could mean that the operators are able to do what they want. And just the fact that you are using a Brimstone who has only 3 smokes for his entire map means that you can't even smoke off a common angle that an operator might be holding. So an operator would definitely be good for them, and that's exactly what we saw Bacon doing. But look at this, the hard execute coming in towards the ace side. Inferno burns Cruiser to a crisp, pulls her down to 63 HP, but Jaguar's there assisting his teammate back into the game, the revive coming through. Bacon does pop the showstopper, will not be able to find anyone. Does he know about Gorang's position inside the ULAMs? Yes, he does, but is not able to land some shots. Gorang turns right back and connects onto him. It's a 5v2 situation as they've stepped onto the ace side. The spams come through. Gorang with a 3rd kill for himself in this round. Relic is still towards the B side, lurking with just a sheriff in his hand. nothing but a dream. 9-2 is what the scoreboard, excuse me for my fumbles, scoreboard could be looking right now. They're not even going to let Relic survive. They're still hunting for him. They use the Sova drone to aggressively push. He does get spotted on it. Gorang will be looking for his 4th kill of the round. That'll not happen. Relic lands a bullet to his dome. Jaguar is there to trade it out. 9-2 as Team Villianous still continue their domination coming into this half.
Yeah, losing the buy round before this really did cost them. They did try to answer back, but like better guns and the better execution of Team Villianous just factoring through here. This is so unfortunate. Bacon isn't able to find any shots, and as he runs back to try and get a gun for himself, he gets shot in the back by Gorang. Gorang having an amazing game. Really well played. 9-2. Final round of this half. Both teams full buy. Bacon once more on his op. Can Atmosphere at least pull 1 point back? Because 10-2, man, irrespective of the fact that Phoenix is a little better on the attacking side, and Bind, the Atmosphere do like attacking on Bind as we've seen from them in previous games. I don't think 10-2 is a score you can come back from against a team that has already beaten you in the first game of the series. Team Villianous playing it really slow as compared to before. Now they're 4-manning A as the Cypher goes all the way to B. Gorang and Bullseye find one E. Gorang using his orbital drop, and just like that, 4 versus 3 for Team Villianous. Can AtmosFear actually retake. They still have the operator in Bacon. If they can actually pull something off right here, it would be humongous, not just for the scoreline, but for their morale as well. They are pushing for the retake now. Gorang just waiting here, waiting for someone to show up. No one showing up yet, though. And right now,
I know
AtmosFear just
exactly
seem to
where.
be in the middle of everything. The neural theft does come out as Bones does get a revive through on Inferno. The Rex immediately finds Inferno. Relic and Bones each get a kill onto Rex and Gaurang. And AtmosFear clutch through as Bones gets his third onto Jaguar. Huge for AtmosFear. 9-3 is not as different from 10-2, but it really helps to have won the last round in this half for the morale of the team. It will try and pull it back. Phoenix is much better, and we saw needless aggression come on from Inferno this round. That needless aggression could be needful aggression, I guess, on the attacking side. So could Phoenix actually, with the help of Phoenix, could they actually make a comeback here, or do you think it's done and dusted?
I do believe that they could be more comfortable on the attack side on the bind, given the fact this is their pick. So I'm definitely expecting something from. Wait, this is the. Sorry, excuse me. This is the Team Villianous pick. So I definitely do expect Team Villianous to close it out earlier, given the fact, they voluntarily wanted to go to this map. So I'm definitely expecting it to end, but not with the way this scoreline currently looks. I'm not expecting a 13-3. I am expecting AtmosFear to pull back a few rounds, even though if they lose the pistol, they might just, win the first buyout coming through. So, let's see what's happening here. We do have the A-side push coming in. Jaguar holding up close with the wall, waiting for someone, waiting for any sound cue so that he can pop this wall. Does use a slow up to buy some time. The nade hitting him huge, 55 HP. Does manage to get the heal in, but will have to give up control of ULAMs for now. The spike should be going down at any moment right now, given the fact that they do not, they have the time. But look at this bullseye, he pushes through, gets one, gets two. The untimely reload catches him. There's going to be a 4v3 situation coming in for AtmosFear. Just as I say that, if the spike does go down the wall, comes through the recon, spotting more people. Rex gets the kill onto Bacon. The wall has been broken down immediately. Jaguar will be putting up a counter wall of his own to allow the defuse to come through, but just as I say that, Inferno gets one. The Relic's inside the smoke, he gets one as well. It's going to put it to a 1v2 situation for Inferno, who's right up on the wall, but the defuse does come through and he's going to die in the end as well. 10-3. The domination coming through. AtmosFear getting steamrolled on this map.
I mean, at the end over there, it looked kind of like a rave with the amount of smoke and the people just all in close quarters as everyone just struggles to find themselves. Right there, Relic just sort of got boosted up by the wall and ended up on the side of Team Villianous instead. Jaguar ended up finding the defuse, and Inferno just trying to see something in the smoke and get a shot off is unable to do that. And Gorang finds him. 10-3 for Team Villianous. They just, now that they have the eco advantage this round as well, it just looks like this is going nowhere for AtmosFear. Because if it becomes 11-3 this round, the match point basically becomes the buy round after that. Because if you lose the buy round right there, you lose the game. Relic though finds one onto Gaurang just with the classic. That's pretty good for AtmosFear at this point. They will be slowly pushing towards B side. They might decide to recommit. Jaguar though with the flank finds Bacon and instantly pulls back. Very well played by Jaguar. Takes a free ulti point for himself towards the pullback. And now he's going to be solo defending A with the help of the Cypher traps and Cypher camera. And the rest of AtmosFear are smelling blood in the air as they slowly move towards A side. Try to find this Sage right here.
We are in a 4v4 situation, but the weaponry advantage is definitely leaning towards the Villianous side, as they have gotten Spectres on the back of that first round winner for themselves. So there is a hit coming towards the A side. Just all of them running in through showers is what we expect. The Tripper revealing one of them, but they do have side control. Jaguars towards the backlines does get taken on by Relic. I believe that's a second for the round with just the classic. The spike will come through. The recon from Cruiser God will reveal the person holding towards the backside. He's walking into ULAMs right now. Does he know Relic is right here? Yes, he does. Gets the kill onto Relic as well. The shock dart coming in. Cruiser God bullseye. They're gonna put it back to a 1v2 situation. Just Bones left, and just to see that Bones actually pulls it out. Just the ghost.
I mean, we saw this from him last round as well when he was defending B long, just getting multiple kills with the Ghost. He seems to be really comfortable with that weapon and doing really well to clutch through for Atmosphere in that thrifty round. It's going to be so important for them because now it's 10-4 and Team Villianous is still multiple points away from getting the win. If it does go, however, if it does keep going even the way it has, then it might not look as good for Atmosphere. Let's take a quick look at the scorecard and see what guns everyone has. Yeah, it's going to be the eco round for Team Villianous as you see a full buy, 5 Phantoms coming out for Atmosphere. If they're able to pull back this round, they might actually be able to go on a winning streak with the help of next round as well. They're going for a slow push. The Boombot, he doesn't actually manage to shoot it off and gets chunked for 64 HP Gaurang. Now, Team Villianous just taking it, Atmosphere taking it really slow. Bacon just holding down A site, but Team Villianous have predicted this. Almost all members of Team Villianous, all remaining members of Team Villianous just rotating towards B site, trying to deny any sort of push. Right here, he is waiting on the side with that shorty, trying to find someone's head to blow right up. Not going to be able to do that as Atmosphere detects some sort, gets suspicious, detects some sort of shady activity and just step right out, go towards A side. Team Villianous once again predicting the exact same thing, moving towards A side. They're going to be a little late as compared to Atmosphere towards A side, so they're going to find them right here. Jaguar finds a shorty kill onto Bacon. He's not expecting someone right around that corner. A man advantage for Team Villianous. Jaguar is really low, does heal himself up though. And now Atmosphere full on hard committing to A side. The flank coming in from Team Villianous will not result in anything as Relic and Bones find multiple kills. Relic checking his back at the right time to find Cruiser Guard. Now a man down for Team Villianous on the other side. Inferno finds 2 though. Bullseye finds 1 with his shorty and then 1 with his Boobot. Boobot is been so good this round. And now it's 1v2 for Bones. He has picked up a Phantom for himself, so he's not relegated to his pistol guns. He has the showstopper, so he could pull that right out. If he did use the showstopper right there, he could get maybe a double kill. No, he goes through the portal. I assume he's trying to just save, which makes perfect sense. He doesn't have any information of where Atmosphere is, but that gives Atmosphere a lifeline back into the game as it's 10-5, and with the next round being bye round, if Atmosphere actually win and make it 10-6, then they have a legit chance to come back.
Atmosphere cut the run really close for no reason. You had the better weaponry. It could have potentially been worse given the fact that they were trying to go inside hookah and we saw multiple players holding with shorties on the B stack, and that could have just been really bad. Inferno does land this great spray connect over here, but the Boombot actually just gets his number. If Bullseye actually used the showstopper, that could have been a huge round coming in for them. That could have been huge. He could have actually potentially won that because both of them were holding really close, and we've seen how much damage that showstopper can actually do. This time around, Relic looking to see the B long position. Does he know that someone's already crept up towards the left side by the time he's throwing the camera? It'll be interesting to see how this happens. Bullseye holding close. We mentioned that he has the showstopper last on around him itself. They are looking to aggress this B side. This is a really interesting hold coming in from Team Villianous as there is no one holding towards the hookah. They've given up hookah for free while they completely stack out towards this B-long position. Relic, unaware of this position, does get taken down. Bullseye peeks for a second, will get taken down by Crosshair. Cruiser using his drone inside the teleporter is unable to see anything inside hookah. They do jump down, but the tripwire, it reveals his position. The spams come through, will not be able to connect onto much. The Rex camera is still there, will be broken down now. And the spike shall come down in an instant, just as I mentioned that it is still a 4v4 retake. The run back does get over as the spike goes down. Inferno will not have a run it back. None of the teams have an ultimate, and Gaurang just one smoke that he will have, which he will use to help his team with the retake. The smoke comes into Zuka, isolating one angle that they need to worry about. But the hold is towards B long. They're holding with multiple players towards the B long position. The flash is perfect. Jaguar and Rex get one. Bones gets his second first for the round. And that's going to be his second. It's a 2v2 situation. Jaguar and Cruiser, the lone men surviving. They do have the resurrection. Bones is thinking about this too. But look at his HP advantage. Look at his HP. He doesn't have much. But Jaguar is going to win it out for his team. The question is there enough time on this spike? I do believe there is just enough for them to get this defuse in. Yes, there is 4 seconds of the clock. 11-5. Villianous looking to close it out, denying any hopes of a comeback coming in. They do still have the potential comeback coming in, the 11-13 that we could be talking about, or we go to an overtime game, but it doesn't look like that right now. I do think it's going to be a 2-0 coming in for Team Villianous.
Yeah, it looks very much even on this half of the map when Team Villianous are on defense. Though AtmosFear are able to take a few rounds, it goes 1-1, 1-1. And at that rate, it will just go 12-6 and then 13-7 or 13-6. So that's not something that favors AtmosFear as such. So AtmosFear need to sort of try to make a push somehow. Let's take a quick look at the scorecard, see where AtmosFear's economy is. We see a really mixed buy coming in with two machine guns as Jaguar finds one. Takes down one of the pistol guns. It's just going to be a Spectre with the light shield and another ghost for AtmosFear. Not an ideal buy at all. Cruiser God takes down the Spike Carrier Relic. Cruiser God gets another one as Bullseye answers back too. And one more win for Team Villianous means they're on match point. This is not exactly a buy round for AtmosFear either, because you saw a couple of people who were, have the sort of full loadouts in terms of Relic and Crosshair last round. So I'm not sure if they will be able to afford a full buy this round. And that's not ideal going into match point against Team Villianous.
Oh boy, 12-5. This is map series point for Villianous, as this is their pick bind.
Hunt them down.
12-5 as the operator now going towards Cruiser God, who is looking to use this towards showers. Will not see anyone right now because the attack has come in towards the B-side. I really like what Villianous are doing with their setups towards the B-side. Right now we see that last time they were holding towards the hookah, now they're holding in towards last time they're holding towards V-Long, this time hookah, but Bones gets the early round pick off onto Bullseye, make that a second as Bacon gets over onto Rex as well. 3v5 situation, they do smoke off Jaguar, who will not be able to use this position for the rest of the round. They have stationed themselves with everyone towards the CT. Inferno, is he gonna push this angle using the flame wall to stop the CT? Angle does push it into the smoke. Gorang and Jaguar are gonna get one each. Relic gets one for himself as well. It's a 3v2 situation. AtmosFear, everyone has their ultimates. Bones uses the revive. Crosser will be back on the board. Bacon gets his second for the round. Cruiser, lone man with the operator, tries to hit the flick, will not hit it down to 11 HP. Does decide to fall back. Looks like AtmosFear are looking to get this operator out of his hands, still jiggling around the CD position. Cruiser refusing to let go. Bacon jumps out of the recon to give himself information about who's pushing. Will fall back towards a shower's position, but the teleportation cutoff is there by one of the members. Picks out the operator. Will he be able to land the kill? Yes, he is. Crosshair goes down to the operator of Cruiser God. It's a 1v. It's a still 1v3 situation. The hunt has come in towards the city side, but he's not gone there. He's going to be able to carry his operator to the next round. 12-6 as AtmosFear live to see another day in this particular map. If they do lose this series, if they are not able to close out this map, they will be headed to the lower bracket where competition is not going to be easier. Guess who they're playing, CA? Can you take a wild guess as to who's going to be their next opponents?
Is it Rad? Is it Rad Syndicate?
No, it's going to be Rising Vipers Bravo. It would have been really, really interesting if they had actually, played out towards Rad Syndicate, because that would have been a really nice series coming out for them. The winner of this series, that's actually going to play a tougher game. They're going to be forced to play against Velocity Gaming coming into the series.
Now that's the Team Villianous perhaps being the winners, assuming they are able to clutch through, because we've seen the pattern here, right? It was 10-3, it went 10-4, 11-4, 11-5, 12-5, 12-6 now. Assuming the pattern continues, this is just GG well played for AtmosFear. And now that you mentioned that, it does strike my memory that AtmosFear were the people who pushed Rising Vipers Bravo to the lower bracket in the first place, right? So that's going to be a grudge match of sorts for both of them as they try to make their way back. Remember, guys, this is the last series of the upper bracket quarterfinals, and therefore the registrations are still ongoing for the second series of the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series. Get your friends, maybe you got knocked out too early, didn't make it to double elimination. Irrespective, find everybody, click the link down in the description below and register. Find yourself in the next month's series. Jaguar does find one though. And yeah, the pattern looks like it's going to continue as there is a bad advantage for Team Villianous. And there's just a prey of math. You can't blame them. This is just math. Everyone taking 1-1 round for themselves. Slowly but surely, Team Villianous just closing out their victory, smelling the semi-finals. Just, I hope they haven't really thought about who they're facing next because that's going to be a really tough ask. The wall does come down from Jaguar to block any entry from A shot, but the rest of AtmosFear making their way towards B, which is heavily fortified by the Cypher on the side of Team Villianous, with a Bullseye on the flank to help him out. Push comes in from B, and the Hellfire does come down, and he's not going to be able to make his way out of there as Crosshair finds Rex, and Bacon with the showstopper finds Cruiser God. 2 kills for AtmosFear as they try to fight their way back. 4 versus 3 for AtmosFear. Crosshair finds another 4 versus 2. They're trying their best to break the pattern. They might just do that. Bullseye says no for now. Spike carrier is down. 3 versus 2. They need to play the spike. The spike is going down right now, but he's going to leave himself in an exposed position. Bullseye finds another, really low on health. 2 versus 1. Just Bullseye left. Barely any health. This would be a miracle if he clusters through. You know, he throws his grenade, but finds himself in the middle of Bacon's grenade instead. 12-7. AtmosFear actually breaking the pattern and fighting back, winning 2 rounds back to back. This is still a huge ask to win 5 more rounds just to get to overtime. If AtmosFear is able to do that, that would be a miracle.
Definitely, I see your math just got proven wrong. I don't believe in your theory anymore. That just is straight up wrong. Atmosphere do get that round. That's gonna be 12-7 for them. Really good utility usage coming out from them. They got 3 kills just on the back of it. 2 with the ultimates, and Bacon gets another one with his Radeon. But look at the scrappy buy coming in from the side of Villianous Gaming. They're not going to be able to afford the best weaponry. The best they have been able to manage to is Marshall with light armor, with the rest of the people relegated to just pistols and light armors. So this does look like a round in that's going to come in for AtmosFear as they head into this go around. For Jaguar, he's holding up close, does wall it off, will buy some more time for his team. The wall does get broken in an instant, does throw in the slow up for safety's measure to buy some more time for his team. AtmosFear do have the runner back that they could potentially utilize, but Bacon, does he spot Sage? Yes, he does. He spots the member towards the backside. The Molotov is perfect onto the copy. It finds Bullseye, who's forced to rotate to side. That's going to be so much information, but look at Gorong. He's pushed behind. Bacon's expecting it. Lands the shot with the operator. Inferno gets his second for the round. If I'm not wrong. Bullseye left alone on the side. Jaguar gets one. Bullseye's going to get one. Bacon gets one as well. Bullseye is able to recover this Phantom as he heads into a 1v3 situation. He's potentially looking to save the gun carried forward to the next round. You know, it'll help them build up some bank as he can drop it over to a teammate and, like, you know, potentially bring this bring a better gun to the next round. 12-8 is what the scoreboard is looking like currently. Do you think we're headed to overtime, or do you think the map ends over here?
I mean, the last time around in game 1, AtmosFear did stage a similar comeback, but fell just short. I think they want redemption, so I'm not gonna count them out just yet because I do believe they've already shown us that they're capable of staging a comeback like that. It's just a question of closing out a comeback like that. So the matter of going to overtime, it's definitely possible. The question is, even if they do go to overtime, can they win this map? Because this is Team Villianous' home map. You've already seen how creative they can get when they are on the attacking side. They just need to calm themselves down. Talk to me though about this decision to not go full eco and just force a scrappy buy. Let's take a look at the scorecard, see what guns they have. So almost full buy coming out for Team Villianous, just a slight shield on Jaguar because he does have the operator, but basically full buy. And this round is so important because Team Villianous will find themselves in an economy ditch if they lose this round. Finding themselves in that could just enable AtmosFear to get to 12-10 if assuming they win this round. This is a really important round for both teams, obviously for AtmosFear because it is the match point for Team Villianous. AtmosFear taking it really slow, understanding the fact that this could mean the end of their upper bracket path right here if they take it too fast, if there's any needless aggression. They dodge the recon drone in time, it won't actually spot any of them out. The smoke coming out from Team Villianous to try and get some control, but the shower push is coming out from AtmosFear. Will they be able to get that? The paint grenade does get cancelled. Instead, he's going to throw out the boom bot and not going to find any information with the boom bot whatsoever. Both teams just maintaining their position. The Sage on the side of Team Villianous. Jaguar, though, he rotated towards B side, expecting the rotate that is coming out now from AtmosFear towards B side. Really well played. Jaguar, though, he's in two minds. He's not sure. Should I go back? Should I stay? He decides to end up staying, which might end up being a difference. Cruiser God finds Inferno with another one. Inferno really shouldn't be aggressing there. If you want to be aggressing, wait for your team to push into B and then aggress. Jaguar though finds two and then finds the third. Wow, that just literally went through another and found him a kill. 3 kills for Jaguar. That's going to be GG. Well played for Team Villianous. Going through to the upper bracket finals just to face up against the literal Goliath of our
I know
tournament.
exactly where you are.
Team Villianous just waiting a couple more seconds for their win. Relic not gonna be able to do much, just decides to preserve his KDA. Unfortunate for AtmosFear, they came really close in game 1 and played decently in game 2, just not able to pull through, especially given the fact that this was Team Villianous' home map. Very, very comfortable Team Villianous on bind.
Oh, definitely Jaguar, the monumental performance with the operator locks down the B side completely. As you can see on our screen, first is the collateral, then gets Bacon. And then Relic was just left alone, not much time on the clock. Cruiser and Gorang leading the scoreboard again, something we saw in the last game coming in as well. GG's by Villianous. AtmosFear cutting it close to a comeback this time around. So I'm really excited with this series. So taking a look at the losers, AtmosFear will be headed towards the lower bracket. What do you think about that? Like they are facing off against they will be facing off against Rising Vipers Bravo in the first lower bracket quarterfinal, and if they manage to win that, they are potentially facing off against the Rad Syndicate. That could be an interesting game for us to watch. The Rad, so it's really a great game. So let's take a quick look at the AMD Relive the Moment series coming in from this series for us.
Really close by both teams. Like AtmosFear just, I think, gave away too many rounds on the defensive side. You never want to do that into a team who has picked the map. Like they're bound to be much more comfortable on the defensive side. Team Villianous though, so many portal plays. I'm so happy that I got to cause this game and see that many portal plays, because that's something that is a luxury to watch in the way they executed their mindset going into that. Do you think teams will pick up on this, or do you think it's just a sort of a thing that is exclusive to Team Villianous?
I definitely think Bind as this really interesting aspect with the teleporters. It does allow you to make, this place through the teleporters, allows you to sell fakes a lot easier. So it's definitely interesting. And we've seen this actually coming out from Gochi Gang as well. They had this really interesting stat that I mentioned, that they would go walk up towards B long, use the teleporter, walk out towards A shot, use the A shot teleporter to walk right into hookah again, and then attack B side. So this sort of bamboozle that comes in play. What happens is that uh it throws the enemies of guard. Like they don't know whether play is coming through. They have to be constantly on the feet to play and see what happens. So definitely an aspect that we see only on bind, given the fact that it's a structure that's only we see on bind on the map does have a teleporter.
Yeah, for sure. Like Team Villianous though, trying maybe making that a bit more smoother. And yeah, there's a couple teams who have done the exact same thing, though not any other team to as much success. So kudos to Team Villianous. And having said that, as you said, AtmosFear versus Rising Vipers Bravo, that's something I'm really excited to see. Rising Vipers Bravo, a team that went down to the lower bracket from the round of 16 in itself, are going to be raring to make their way back to the upper bracket, and they did get some more practice time. AtmosFear though, they're not going to be happy at all about this game. Uh, I do believe that coming into this game, they were expecting to at least put up a better fight, and the fact that they were not able to do that is going to sting them, and they are going to come back with a bite and Rising Vipers Bravo Fear. So now the question comes down to Team Villianous versus Velocity. Velocity, we have mentioned, might just be a little off on bind, and Team Villianous being the strong on bind, do you think Team Villianous could be the first team to take a game off of Velocity?
But that you cannot really call shots against when Velocity Gaming is involved. We did expect Ascent to go Rat Syndicate's way today, but that unfortunately did happen. So I am not going to make a judgment about this, because I hate to be proven wrong, and there could be a Caster's curse coming in. So it's really interesting to see how this game, the next game that's going to be on our hands, that's Team Villianous versus the Velocity Gaming, that's going to be in the upper bracket semifinals.
Yeah, for sure. Now that we've made our way to the upper bracket semifinals, every single game going to get really, really close as every single team all can almost smell the finals and the grand stage and the just the ability to sort of make it there, prove it to themselves that they're one of the best out of almost 270 teams. Remember, if you want to be one of those 270 teams in Act 2, get down there. Series 2 registration is open down in the description below. If you love the content, we're literally streaming every single match going forward. And if you want to get constant updates on that content, drop a subscribe and click the notification bell. Make sure that you're able to get those app notifications for yourself. Having said that, this will be all from CA and Rex Streams. I'm going to be your host and caster for the day, and Rex Streams, your caster and analyst. That's going to be all from us. Remember, guys, though, if you want to do some shopping, make sure you're able to hear the right audio cues. There is a 10% discount code from JBL Quantum Gaming headsets. Go do some shopping. It's what me and Rex Streams are wearing, so we can definitely vouch for it. But yep, that's going to be all from both of us. Signing off today. We will see you back tomorrow. Have a good night.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.